Introduced in the second season and quickly became a fan favorite, and I think this is partly due to his background story being one of, if not the best in the entire show. He grew up in the United States with his best friends Toby and Zio, and the three shared dreams of becoming the number one bladers in the entire world. They planned on getting there together until Toby fell terribly ill. He was hospitalized for a long time, and Masamune was forced to make a huge decision: stay in America with his friends, or leave to Japan to pursue the dream of becoming number one. And we all remember which one Masamune chose. He went to Japan to defeat Jinga after Battle Bladers, but what if he didn't? What if Masamune stayed in America? Well, for starters, he wouldn't have been on Team Gang Gang Galaxy because he wouldn't have been in Japan. But what else would change for Masamune? And more importantly, what would change in the World Championships? Let's just hop right into it because trust me, so much changes. We're going to start with the changes for Masamune, and after that, we're going to get into the larger implications this what if question has for the results of the entire World Championships. First and foremost, Masamune's power levels wouldn't really change had he chosen to stay in America. He would still be a high-tier blader even if he never went to Japan. Now yes, he probably got a lot stronger after all of those battles with Jinga and overall just training with the rest of Team Gang Gang Galaxy, but he still would have been training had he stayed in the United States. He still desperately wanted to become number one to make Toby proud, which would push him to get stronger. So in this hypothetical scenario, we're just gonna go with the idea that Masamune is the same blader, except he's just in America. Another immediate change that comes from Masamune staying in America would be his relationship with Zio. We all remember that Zio hated Masamune for leaving for Japan because it felt like Masamune was abandoning him and Toby. But if Masamune never left, then that doesn't happen. Zio and Masamune would still have a great relationship and they would definitely train together to get stronger. So Masamune and Zio are still best friends in this hypothetical scenario. The next major change in Masamune's life would come when Dr. Ziggurat enters the story. Originally, Ziggurat offers to pay for Toby's medical care if Zio cooperated with his scientific research, and this basically led to Zio becoming a test subject. But if Masamune is still in the picture at this point, something would have to change. And by that, I mean Masamune would probably get involved somehow. It's not in Masamune's character to let Zio suffer for Toby all by himself. Naturally, Masamune would want to help out. And I would argue that he would jump at the opportunity of being a test subject if it meant that he could help cure Toby. But there is one problem when it comes to Masamune being a test subject. Ziggurat needs subjects whose bodies are compatible with the arrangement system, and that list of people is very exclusive. Zio was compatible, but odds are Masamune just isn't. So in this hypothetical, Zio would still work with Dr. Ziggurat and eventually become a member of Team Starbreaker. But what about Masamune? It's hard to say, but I've come up with an idea that I kinda like.